In this video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 duos of Chapter 4 Season 1. These rankings will be over FNCS Grand Finals, Elite Cup Finals, and Thunder Cups, with Thunder Cups not really meaning much. But before I get into the rankings, reminder that this is my list, so don't get too mad at me if I don't put your favorite player where you think he should be. Now let's get into the list. As always, before I get into the top 10, I'm going to have two honorable mentions for teams that just quite didn't make the top 10. And the first team is Shadow and Spinks. This duo, which was contested for most of the season by Sinted and Dukes and some other teams, so never really got to play Uncon, but still put together a pretty solid season. In Elite Cups, they placed 3rd, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 20th. And in FNCS Grand Finals, they placed 12th for a total of $4,300 made this season. Not sure if this duo will be playing next season, but an overall solid season for them in Season 1. The other honorable mention I have is Booga and Peterbot, a pretty underwhelming duo this season, and a duo that never really tried, it seemed like. In Elite Cups, they got 2nd and 14th. They only made 2 Elite Cup finals due to missing Elite in the Placement Cup, then failing to qual to Week 3 finals, and not even playing Week 5 of the Elite Cup together. In FNCS, they came 16th place after being widely considered the FNCS favorites. In total, they made $3,200 this season. This duo has already split for next season, as Peterbot is now playing with On1, and Booga and Mero are back as a duo. Sad to see a duo with so much potential not pan out, but this is not the first time something like this has happened. Now let's get into my top 10 teams of Chapter 4 Season 1. Starting off at number 10, I have Revised and Reciprocal, the double controller duo who shocked everyone and came 5th place in FNCS Finals. They became the highest placing controller duo ever in NAE FNCS Grand Finals and made their presence felt on the high ground all grands long. In Elite Cups, they placed 19th, 21st, and 36th, and also got 5th in a Thunder Cup, totaling $14,800 made this season. If they had better placements in Cash Cups, they would be much higher on this list, but with the 5th place in FNCS, I had to have them at least in 10th. Next in 9th place, I have Chubbs and Brycex. If you remember my FNCS prediction video, I had Brycex and Chubbs in the don't be surprised tier, and they did crazy coming in 6th place in Grand Finals. The reason for only being 9th on the list is the fact that they didn't play the full season together, and in Elite Cups only got 14th and 22nd. If they had more placements together to go with their Grand Finals placement, they would be much higher on the list. In total, Brycex and Chubbs made $10,400 this season. Hopefully we see them play again next season and continue to pop off. Coming in 8th place, I have Casker and Clarity G, one of the best duos throughout the entire season and sadly was contested in Grand Finals, leading them to place 30th in FNCS this season. In Cash Cups, they placed 2nd twice, 4th, 6th, and 10th. They looked amazing in Cash Cups, but sadly it just didn't go how they wanted to in FNCS Grand Finals. This season, Casker and Clarity G made $4,000 in total, and an amazing season outside of being con in FNCS, so hopefully next season they can keep playing at such a high level and hopefully be uncon in Grands. Next in 7th, I have Macwood and Threats. Just like Casker and Clarity G, this duo performed amazing in Elite Cups, placing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 10th. They also got 4th in a Thunder Cup, but in FNCS just didn't really play as well as everyone thought they would, coming 15th place. I knew going into Grands their drop spot may be a bit of an issue and potentially make rotates harder for them. Next season, I think this team will continue to be a great Cash Cup team, but hopefully they can perform a bit better in Grand Finals. In 6th place, I have Jackson J and D-Roller. This duo went crazy in FNCS, getting 4th place. In Elite Cups, they placed 11th, 15th, and 30th, totaling $18,600 on the season. A very good season, but I think they are just outside my top 5. Getting into my top 5 teams of Chapter 4 Season 1, I have Pump and Trashy at number 5. They're the only duo to place in every single event this season, and in Elite Cups, they placed 8th, 10th, 15th twice, and 32nd. They also got 1st and 4th in Thunder Cup, and in FNCS Grand Finals finished 8th place, totaling $7,800 this season. Pump and Trashy played very well this season, and if they didn't fall from 3rd place after day 1 in FNCS, they would probably be a top 3 team overall this season. Hopefully we see the same consistency out of them next season. Next in 4th place, I have Aviv and Skittles, who are the only duo in the top 10 to be confirmed to split for next season. This duo had a very underrated season, placing 5th twice, 7th, and 25th in Elite Cups, and in FNCS Grand Finals, they came 7th place, totaling $9,000 made this season. Just like Trashy and Pump, this duo fell after day 1 in Grands, so that is likely a cause to why they have split. Overall, a very impressive season nonetheless. Getting into my top 3 teams, I have Kanata and Agers in 3rd place, one of the best teams this season who performed at the top in every event they played. In Elite Cups, they got 2nd twice, 16th, and 25th. And in FNCS, they finished second place, totaling $37,800 this season. This duo will be one to look out for next season, heading into Central and hoping to replicate the same type of season to qualify for LAN in Season 2. Coming in second place, I have Rise and Iamzo, still the best Elite Cup team for the second season in a row. They had an absurd season, placing first twice, third twice, and 8th in Elite Cups, and also got 3rd in FNCS Grand Finals, totaling $32,000 made this season. Rise and Iamzo were half a day of being uncon away from winning Grands comfortably. This duo was contested multiple times this season and still had insane placements. This duo will be one to look out for next season to see if they can get top 3 again and qualify for the Global Championship later this year. And finally, the number 1 team in Chapter 4 Season 1 is the NAE FNCS winners Acorn and Cold. This duo had an amazing season, placing first twice, 3rd, 18th, and 32nd in Elite Cups, and winning FNCS Grand Finals, totaling $66,200 made this season, which is absolutely insane. People were giving this team a lot of flack for their off-spawn performances a couple times this season, but they showed up when uncon every single time. Qualifying to the FNCS Global Championship, this team should perform very well in that, and I'm excited to see how they play in seasons leading up until then. That concludes my top 10 duos from Chapter 4 Season 1, and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. I hope to make some sick videos for next season and keep grinding out content for NA Central, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.